Good afternoon. My name is Dietrich Ivan Ortega Jones, and I'll be speaking on Module 13. What I decided to speak about in Module 13 will be the central route. And basically, what the central route is the extent to which a person carefully thinks about issue-relevant arguments contained in a persuasive communication in an attempt to process new information rationally. So you basically think out all of your decisions, everything in front of you, in a rational way. You don't make quick or emotional purchases or choices or anything like that. So in my experiences with Central Route, I was in the hiring process. I was out there looking for jobs, really choosing, and I kind of got some bites, and I finally got some really good companies to look at me. And one of them was Apple, and one of them was GM Financial. Apple was there first. I got as far as to the third interview. First, second, and third was just the first one was pretty. Like 6 of us or 10 of us. I can't remember how many it was. A pretty big group of us for an interview. It was like a group interview. And getting all the way to the third interview, I was like so stoked because it was Apple. Like everybody loves Apple. I mean, I have Apple, Apple phone. I have the pods. I'm on a MacBook. Everything I use is Apple. And just thinking of, man, Apple is like a really great company. All my friends love Apple. I love Apple. I get all the gadgets. I can wear the shirts. I can be the cool guy working for Apple. Like everybody will come to me asking me about all their Apple products now. And when I and then after my third interview, I was excited. I went home. I was like, man, I want to work for Apple. I'm gonna go do this job. But after I sat down and started thinking about what I had questions for the manager. I asked him, how it is moving up, how is it doing this. I looked at Glassdoor, looked at other reviews, how it is moving up in Apple, and it didn't look too promising. It looked like that was the end of the road of me just working at that mall in Apple was kind of like the end of the road for me. And then GM Financial came along, offered me a credit analyst position. I went through it took me one interview, and I happened to gain, good relationship with the senior vice president, and I asked them about their process of moving up in, the company and where else I can go, and they kind of laid it out for me. Their headquarters is in Fort Worth, and I'm from Fort Worth, and he said you're able to move over there. You're always able to move up. We have all these great opportunities. This person's moved up. This person's been here for 3 months, and they've moved up. They've gone here. They've been a team lead, supervisor. This person's been an assistant vice president, and the senior vice president really just laid it out on the floor for me. Basically, my future. How if I join their team, I can basically have a future with them and not be stuck at this one position, or just kind of move up one position and be stuck there and not really gain anything from the job except money and just a cool experience, where I would have got of Apple. And why I'm telling you this, because if I had chose the Apple job, I would have just had a great experience and just been that cool Apple guy, and I would not have gained my full potential like I am at GM Financial, where now I'm interviewing for a supervisor position at GM Financial, and then after that I will be moving back to Fort Worth with GM Financial. And because of the central route, I was able to make the great choice for me. And now that I have discussed the experience, I will now make some inferences. And like I said, if I did not evaluate the information and carefully think out my decision, I would have went with the popular choice and chose Apple, because everyone loves Apple products. And so it would have been an awesome gig for me, but it wouldn't have been the right choice for me like GM Financial is. And now that I have made some inferences, I will discuss how these inferences can be transferred to other situations. You can use these inferences in all of your future choices, no matter what position you are. It can be a choice of food, or a choice of a car. I mean, you can be looking at a hamburger or a salad. I mean, it can depend on your diet or whatever you're deciding in your life. That can be central out can be used in that situation, as well as a car. I mean, it may be more important than the food situation, but central out can be used in both of those situations. Um, and this also ensured that you guys make smart choices and not emotional choices as well. Um, but in conclusion, Always evaluate the information in front of you, no matter what it is. It may seem funny, it may just seem like you're taking your time, or somebody's behind me waiting on me. Make smart choices. Central Route will help you do that, because you never know what you're getting yourself into if you do not carefully evaluate your situation. Thank you.